Hey everybody, welcome to The Dose. My name is Brian. Recently I just came back from the United Arab Emirates from Dubai. And I was looking at photographs of that trip today, and it was just hitting me again with it was such an amazing city. The buildings are so huge, and there's so much opulence everywhere. And I mean, you walk up to, just to the mall, and you look at the line of cars, it's just Bentley, Mercedes, Ferrari, Porsche, Rolls. You're just like, I mean, looking at Dubai is like looking into the future. I mean, all of these giant buildings everywhere and these huge fountains and just, it's so tremendously big. And then you come back to the U.S. and it's funny because I've traveled overseas, into other countries, and you come back to the U.S. you're like, wow, I realize how rich we are, and we look around. When you go to Dubai for a little while, you come back to the U.S. and you look around, you kind of go, this is kind of a dump, right? Which kind of brings me to my point. And that is that in Dubai, they think big. They think, if we're gonna make a skyscraper, let's not just make a skyscraper. Let's make the biggest skyscraper ever created, right? If we're gonna build a water park, let's not just build a water park. Let's build the biggest, baddest water park that's ever been created. Everything they do there, they're thinking big. They're thinking on a bigger scale. And just going and visiting a place like that tends to expand your vision. And I had another experience while I was there as well. While I was there at an event, I've my mentor for the longest time is a gentleman who hit a certain position in our company in about a year. And to me, that was just like, wow, that was mind-blowing. I was like, how in the world does somebody do that, And I remember being so enamored, and I don't take away at all from his success there. But when I went out to Dubai, I met a guy who did the same thing in 27 days. And all of a sudden my vision goes, right? Now I'm thinking bigger. Now suddenly a year doesn't seem like such an accomplishment, right? In fact, a year seems kind of like bebopping along, taking your time. All of a sudden 27 days becomes the standard, right? So my thinking is bigger now. I'm helping people get started. I'm saying, listen, you don't have to take a year to get to VP. Let's get this done in 2 months, 3 months. I've seen it happen, So my thinking has changed because someone showed me something that changed my perspective and allowed me to think big. The funny part is my business has accelerated so tremendously just in the last couple of weeks because of my ability to think bigger, to think grander, to expect more. So here's what I would say for you. Whatever your goals are, whatever it is you're after, whatever it is you're trying to achieve, whether it's health and wellness, financial, spiritual, business, whatever, think big. Because look, it takes the same amount of energy to think small as it does to think big. You might as well think big. Your outer world is a reflection of your inner world, and if you think big, if you expect grand things, don't just say, I'm going to lose 10 pounds. I want to see my abs, man. I want to look like an Adonis. Why not? Why wouldn't you? And don't just say, I want to make a little 10% more income this year than last year. Make it go. Hey, look, I want to be a millionaire in 5 years. Why not? Think big. Think bigger than you have been in the past. And what will happen is, it will begin to expand your possibilities. You'll begin to reach for things you didn't think were possible. And the magic behind that is, say if you shoot for the stars and you miss, you might still hit the moon. Right? See, the problem is not that some people shoot too high and miss. It's that they shoot too low and hit. Expand your horizons and think big. That's the dose. Make it a great week.